Everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I'm in the tunnel, and you see I have on my harvesting apron. You've seen my videos before where I talked about the root apron, love, and I bought the Joey, I think, which is like a half. Let me see if I can step back so you can see. Like, this is like a full-size apron. I fell in love with this hot pink color, and it's hanging down because I got some stuff in here. I was harvesting and I thought I'd turn on the camera and take you with me today. The tunnel looks a hot mess. Y'all, we're in transition. We are in transition. Oh, I see another tomato that's blushing. Hold the phone. Okay. This is heavy. Let's see if we can empty this. And then I'm gonna come back and see if I can show you. I've been out here 5 minutes. Okay. Cucumbers and, not cucumbers, bell peppers and tomatoes. Just like that. So, yeah. So I thought I would try this kind of see if I like it. It's my first day using it. Let me put the clips back up. I can't seem to get this part in the back of me right, like it's loose. I'm sure it's user error. This one I didn't order from the company. My husband bought me the original one and he got it, I think, from the Rue company. This one I got off Amazon. It's still Rue. Yeah, it's still Rue, but or did I don't remember. Anyway, I don't remember it coming with any like directions. It's in a different packaging. It's been in my car for probably a month now and I'm just now pulling it out. But I gotta look up online because like this part, it's like really big. I want to tighten it so that it'll kind of sit up like this, but I haven't quite figured out how to do that. But I'm sure it's me. But if you're new here, thank you for coming by. And if you're not new here, thank you for coming by. So I'm in Tennessee. I'm in Zone 7A. And on this channel, we talk about all things gardening and homesteading. We go in the kitchen some, we make some stuff from scratch, we preserve, we do all the things. We are now in the transition phase of transitioning from summer to fall. So we're transitioning, it's literally about to be September. By the time you see this video, it will be September. So the tunnel looks like a place of transition, right? I'm starting to pull up plants that are dead, make room for fall stuff. So I just started that like the other day, so it's not even in an orderly fashion. But let's go out to the garden and see what we can harvest and see what's going on out there. Okay guys, switching gears. So this is one of the pieces of the transition. This is one of the beds. This is my flower pollinator patch that was oh so lovely. But we are cleaning this bed out because this is one of the first beds we're gonna plant for fall. You know, in a garden, I love my flowers, but when it comes to flowers versus food, food is gonna always win out. You gotta have a place for the food to grow. Flowers bring me joy, just like food does, but I gotta make space. And so this is one of the first beds that I could, I should say the second bed, because the bed right beside it is where we have the carrots. So I started this yesterday. I want you to think my husband in here doing it all. I actually started it yesterday. I didn't put it on camera. But do y'all see him standing in my bed? Now, you know you're not supposed to be standing on soil. But I guess he's thinking, there's no... Okay. So, just like that, it is done. So this bed will be amended and be planted for the fall. So that's part of Operation Cleanup. You can see our big stack here. Like I said, I did half of it as much as I could, but that's the stacks there. So that's the next bed to be literally cleaned out. The one after that will be the sweet potatoes, which is this one. They hit their 100 days tomorrow, and I think they haven't even started really turning yellow and dying back, but tomorrow is their 100th day in the ground. I think I'm gonna give it maybe a couple more weeks and see what happens. 100 to 120 days, we'll see. But that would be the next one that would be coming out. And then that bed there is green beans. That bed over there is peppers. Probably the green beans would be potentially next. I'm not sure. But let me show you what I've already done over here on this other side. We are making the transition. This is the cucumber row. You can see, for the most part, I've made it all the way down this row, clearing out all the cucumbers. I mean, I feel like we are legit saying goodbye to summer. Look at that. Part of me feels sad, and then part of me feels accomplished. They were looking bad. As you can see, what's on the far end of this row is the cantaloupe plant that was not supposed to be there, but it ended up being there. I planted the wrong thing in the wrong space. It has like 3 cantaloupes growing on it, so I left those to see if they're gonna do anything. And then it has peppers on the other side of that, but pretty much this whole row is clean. So once we get it all cleared up, we can amend the holes and plant stuff for the fall. What's gonna go right here is kale. And right now, I mean, I do have some kale that's probably ready. I'm just trying to keep an eye on the weather to see what the temperatures are gonna do and go from there. I've started more seeds this week. I started a block of 72. I feel like my seeds, my germination has not been as great as it was this summer, and I don't know what that's about. I have seeds in my house that I started out here, and I put them in the house to kind of just avoid the insect pressure. But I also have seeds out here. It's like I'm getting some germination, not, or maybe I'm just being impatient. It hasn't been a week yet. So let's see what happens this time next week and then see. But definitely on one of the trays in the house, I probably have 12 plants that didn't even germinate, and I've done it twice. So that's part of it, y'all. You win some, you lose some, you keep on going, or worst case scenario, you might just go buy a start from Lowe's or Home Depot. No shame, no judgment. Sometimes that's what you have to do. We still got time this season to keep, reseeding and all that, but it just feels like it's not germinating as well as it normally does. But that's what happens. Now look at this area. Now I know you may say, well, what are we looking at? If you paid any attention to my video, you know this corner was messy, had weeds growing up everywhere. It is now clean. The cleanest it's been since we probably moved into the tunnel in terms of this open space. Like, you can walk the whole thing. So look at all of this open space there. That is an accomplishment. So part of the transition, y'all spill water again. So part of the transition with the fall is, of course, getting the stuff out of your beds so that you can plant new stuff if you're going to do a fall and winter garden. But also in the process is just time to clean up, right? The summer season, like for many of you, is so busy. So busy. It's hot, so you have to wait till the end of the day. You only have a little bit of time. So you're coming out here, you're harvesting, you're watering, you're doing all the things. And you're just putting stuff, here, there, and everywhere. Here, there, and everywhere. And what happens is stuff starts to accumulate and it just gets messy. So we're transitioning, we're cleaning up, and just trying to get some things in order. Also, if you didn't know, I talked about it a couple of weeks ago. I'm doing a class on Sunday, September the 10th. It's how to grow food. It's a class for beginner gardeners. There is, if you go to the community tab, there's a flyer that talks about it as well as the link, or you can just send me an email if you're interested. The class is Sunday from 9 to 12, this upcoming Sunday on September the 10th. So if you know anybody that is a beginner gardener and they could use or would appreciate being taught like from beginning to end, or just how to start, then that would be a perfect class for them to attend. But part of that class for those that are in person is we're going to come down to the tunnel and do some hands-on demonstration for a piece of the class. The class is also being streamed virtually as well, so anybody can attend, and you will also be able to see us do the demonstration. You just won't be here in person. But we're also just trying to get it, tidied up. You don't want to bring people over to your place and it's looking a mess. Now, again, it's not going to be pristine. You're not going to be able to eat off the ground because it's a greenhouse, a high tunnel. But at least we're trying to get some things in order for it to look at least, somewhat presentable. So that's what we're doing. Okay, y'all. Now I'm back outside in the outside garden. I know I'm all over the place. Just stay with me. Just stay with me. but it's about to be dark. But I remembered this and I wanted to come out here and say thank you, and to show you in case there was somebody else like me. So I want to say thank you to all of you, the people that view my channel, because I so appreciate you guys leaving me comments, you giving me guidance, you giving me tips, and you quite frankly helping me out when, although I'm the one that's talking on the channel, if I'm wrong or confused or whatever, you guys jump right on in and give me advice and give me tips. So I want to say thank you. Particularly, I was on a video maybe last week or so, and I was in the watermelon patch, and I was saying something about knowing when watermelons are ready, right? And I talked about the signs that they say is that the tendril is brown, you knock on it, it sounds hollow, it has a dull appearance, and then it has the yellow spot on the belly. Like, those are the 4 main things. And I was saying that a lot of my watermelons had two of the 4, 3 of the 4, but the tendril wasn't brown. And so when I showed on the video, I was actually been now showing you the stem, right? I don't know what I was thinking, but I was incorrect. Okay, so I want to come on here and say thank you for letting me know. And y'all, always, 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 if you see me saying something wrong, or if I ask for help, I genuinely want it, right? Because just because I have the channel doesn't mean I know half of anything. I'm just telling you my journey and what's going on with me. But thank you. I had 2 or 3 of you reach out to me and say, hey, Barbara, are you sure you're looking at the right thing? And I was like, And I went back, looked, did some research, and then watched the video myself. And I was like, I am looking at the wrong thing. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So now I'm back out here to look at the right thing or whatever. And what do I see? Brown tendrils. Brown. So let me see if I can get somewhere close so that you can see too, in case you're watching me and you were ignorant like me, confused like me, or you don't even know what I'm talking about, but you'll know when you grow your own watermelons, okay? Hold on one second. Okay, y'all, I'm trying to beat the dark, so it's hard for me to get the camera the way that I want it, just because I don't have time to lower it and raise it. But when I was on the video, I was looking at this part here. And again, I don't have anybody out here helping me out, so I'm doing the best that I can. I was looking here. That is the stem. That's not the tendril. The tendril, and again, I should have known that because that's how tendrils are on cucumbers, right? They look the same thing. It's the curly part. And guess what, y'all? That tendril right there is brown. I don't know that you can see that, but it is. Let me see if I can lift it. Anyway, y'all, you're gonna have to trust me. So this is ready. It has the yellow spot, it sounds hollow, and it's dull. So this is ready. I'm gonna try to show you another one. This is as close as I can get without breaking any of my stems. But this is where I was looking, which is the stem. The tendril is the curly part coming off of the stem, which is brown. So this one is also ready. That thing is heavy. Let me see if I can pick it up. So heavy. This is a sugar baby. I think they range anywhere from like 8 to 15 pounds. This got to be at least 15 pounds. Or maybe I'm just weak. But you can hear that. Has the yellow part, hollow. It's dull and not shiny. And the tendril is brown. So it should be good and ready. So thank you guys. Okay, guys, so the dart caught me, so I wasn't able to do the outro or the closing that night. I stayed out there to get all of my watermelons. We ended up picking 7 watermelons. I think we had 4 sugar baby and 3 strawberry watermelon. We brought a strawberry watermelon in at the house and ate that for ourselves. It was gone in 2 days. It was so good. And then we gave away a couple, and then we sold the rest. So it has been a great watermelon season, but it's not even over. We still have several out there that are still growing, so I think we'll have another big harvest before the summer ends. But thank you guys for joining me on this video today. I appreciate you taking time out of your day to spend time with me. Remember, gardening is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you on the next video.